The truth is that no amount of convincing, no extent of beauty, no number of children, whether they are boys or girls, no age bracket, no money, no background or whatever, is going to convince a man to commit to you once the man is not ready and is not willing to commit to you. No matter how much you try, I'm here to disappoint you and let you know that no amount of convincing, no amount of beauty, no extent of beauty, no intellectual prowess, no anything, no age bracket is going to make that man stay. If the man is not willing to commit, if he is not ready to commit to you, then my sister, relax. Don't waste your time. I don't know why Africans have always believed that once you get a child for a man or with a man, or when you get children with him, then definitely he is going to get committed to you. Now, that is a lie. No man will commit to you simply because you have given him children or a child. If they are not willing to commit, no matter how many children you push, whether you push whether you push day in, day out, year after year, the man will still walk away. Have children when you are sure that you are going to fall in love with those children. When you are sure you're in a better, mental, physical, emotional space to bond with those children, to accept them, to love them, and carry the responsibility of playing both mother and father just in case something happens. Yes, there is this video that has, been trending, and the content of that video is too horrendous. There is this woman, a mother, who is seen beating her child red, black, blue, and yellow, treating that baby in a very, you can't even explain that. You can't expect a mother to be doing such to her child. But it's the reality, as you can see here. Now, when you look at that video, you will realize that the lady in question was in too much anger. She's carrying a lot of bitterness that you can't even understand. But yes, that's her child. And we have been trying to follow this up because it's somewhere in central Uganda, and information is trickling in indicating that this lady has been having children, getting children, hoping that the fathers to these children will commit and settle down with her, and then take up the responsibility of being present in her life and then being present in the children's lives. But unfortunately, that hasn't happened. So it is highly suspected, because investigations are still ongoing, that this lady in question is transferring the anger, the bitterness, the frustration and disappointment and heartbreak and heartache and the headache that she is getting from the fathers of the children, and she is transferring all that baggage to this small child, as you have seen here in this video. My friend, if you are to have a child, mama, my sister, my beautiful auntie outside there, have a child only and only when you are ready to have that child. Don't have a child because you think it's going to make that man commit. Maybe you are in a relationship and the man is still dallying around, and you think like, oh, let me use this as a bait. You will end up trapping yourself in a situationship. If they are not willing to commit, they are not willing to commit. Maybe they are there for purposes of convenience. and their heart belongs to somebody else, or maybe they are not willing to commit to any person at that specific time of their life. So why trap yourself? All in the name of, let me have a child for him to make him stay, to make him get committed if he's not willing to commit to you. No amount of convincing, no amount, of money, not even your background, no matter how beautiful you think your background is, no intellectual prowess, no level of education, no extent of beauty, not even your religion or faith is going to tie that man to you. They are not willing to get committed to you. They are not yet ready to give their heart to you. So please, don't force a situation to happen. If they are not willing, then they are not willing. Please, take your time, go slow. Have a child when you are ready, when you are at peace. Have a child only when you are prepared and in a good mental space to have one. Not have a child simply because, a family member says, oh, you know what? You are getting late. Time is running out for you to have a child. Please have a child now, or have children now. Don't have a child simply because maybe the community expects you to be having a child or children at that time. You will end up draining yourself. You will end up pushing away the happiness that you thought you would have after getting children. Have a child, my dear sister. Have children for you, not for any other person. If a man is not willing, if he's not showing interest, and if has not taken the steps that you think are convincing enough to know that he is going to be around or present in your life to look after that child with you, to upbring that child in a holistic manner, my sister, don't set a trap for yourself. That bait is going to trap you, and you might remain trapped for so long unless God's mercy intervenes for you. So, a man who is not about to stick to you, who is not ready to commit to you, will not be forced by you trapping him into getting a child for him. Don't even try, because that's going to end up disappointing you. If he is not willing to make it formal, if he is not showing any sign of commitment, if you're already seeing red flags somewhere, but you are like, oh, I think it's going to change. Let me do this. Once I do this, he is going to get committed to me. No, my sister, stop lying yourself. He is not going to get committed to you simply because you have had a child or children. He will only get committed to you once he thinks, once he feels, once he falls in love with that idea, the idea of getting committed to you. Minus that, then you are, again, as I started saying, setting a trap for yourself. So instead of having a child or children that you're going to be, tormenting, torturing, beating, mistreating, cursing, abusing, mishandling, maltreating, please, don't do that. Get a child for you, only for you, when you are ready to take up all the responsibilities, just in case something happens. Now just imagine, you wanted to trap him, and God forbid he passes on in that process. So what next? Maybe financially you are not ready. Your mental space is not yet ready. Emotionally you are not ready. Financially, you're not ready. Socially, you are just there in the midst of nowhere. And then, God forbid, something happens and he passes on. So, what do? My friend, go ahead and have a child or children only when you are ready to take up the responsibility. As Africans especially, we need to break this notion of thinking that it's only when you get pregnant, it's only when you conceive, it's only when you do this that a man is going to stick to you. Ladies, if you are seeing red flags, go slow. If he is not yet ready to get that child or those children, please stay away from thinking that you are going to trap him by bearing children for him or with him. He will make you get those babies and he will simply walk away. Or he will be there physically but away emotionally, psychologically, financially, and that is going to be so draining to both you and the children. If he is not ready to commit to you, if he is not prepared to have those children, stay away. Don't think that you are going to trap him with those children. No. He only gets trapped when he is willing to get trapped. He only stays, a man will only stay when he is willing to stay. He is going to love you when he is ready to love you. Minus that, I will repeat, no amount of beauty, no level of education, no type of family background, no faith, no amount of intellectual prowess, no age bracket, no anything, no amount of convincing is going to make him stick to you. Love yourself enough. Prepare yourself enough. Empower yourself enough. Go out and look for that money. No matter how little that money is going to be, make some money. Build yourself. Become a little bit independent. And then, build up your mental space enough. Become strong enough such that even when he walks away, such that even when a tragedy before you see, maybe he's lost his job and he's no longer earning, maybe he's running bankrupt or broke, you'll be there to support yourself, to support your children or child, and maybe support him if you think it is necessary. But stop doing the mistakes of not getting a child or children because you think it's the only gateway to having a man stay in your life. A man who stays in your life is a man who is willing to stay there. He is not a man whom you have given children. If that was the case, then we wouldn't be seeing men sticking with their wives, or maybe girlfriends, or maybe lady partners who are barren, or maybe you have, fertility issues, who take like 10, 20 or plus years without ever conceiving, even for a single moment. We have seen men sticking to such women. And yet again, we have seen men who run away from their wives or women or girls or ladies after getting children. Maybe one gets twins or triplets and the man is taking off like crazy. So, let's be very wise. As a woman, have a child only when you are ready to have a child. Not when you think that child is going to make the man commit to you, maybe propose, or maybe let you go and introduce him to your parents, or maybe get married. If they are not willing to commit, if they are not willing, to propose or to get engaged, to engage you, if they are not willing to take it to another level, no number of children no matter how handsome or beautiful or whatever they look like, is going to make him commit to you. If a man is not willing to commit, even if you always prepare maybe chicken stew with maybe, let me say, diamond sauce or whatever, maybe bronze or silver or pearls as a side dish, the man will not stay. If he wants to keep with you, he will definitely keep with you. You don't need to put in anything. You don't have to struggle. Anybody who you are to fight for him to keep in your life, is not worth fighting for. If you have to fight, if you have to convince, if you have to struggle, if you have to spend sleepless nights making that man stay in your life, then that man is not worth fighting for. Struggle to only have your peace of mind, your joy, your bliss, your happiness, independence and strength. That's enough. Whoever is willing to keep in your life will keep there. And whoever is walking away, that's his loss. Let them walk away. But only have a child when you are ready to have one. Minus that, we shall continue seeing such similar cases. This woman in question that I started with talking about, as I was starting this video, is in cells. She is incarcerated. She is in prison. Have a child, dear woman. Have children, dear lady, my beautiful sister, only when you are ready to have one. Not when you think it's going to act as a bait to help you trap a man to stay in your life. Oh yes, thank you very much for watching. Simply subscribe to this channel for many more videos. It's very easy. Click on that red subscribe button and we shall be very good to go. And if you're a newbie here, please, you are welcome. Feel at home. If you're a returning subscriber and viewer and here to watch today's video, I love you. Thank you very much. We can keep winning together. Remember to subscribe, watch, like, and share. And until I come here again with another video, stay blessed and keep watching. Keep watching Stream Media UG.